Hey there, StarCraft fans! Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of the StarCraft Brood War. It's going to be Attitude today. We've had a game on this map. I believe it was Artosis versus Jadong on this map. It went about as well as you'd expect, but an Artosis versus Shine game went probably as you didn't expect. So, we never know what happens in Brood War, do we? If you want a link to either of those matches, let me know, and I will check it out. Bottom right of the map today, though, it's going to be Rush. Top left, it is Snow. Two of the best players in ASL 21. Looking forward to seeing these guys maybe clash in the ASL. This season should be an excellent, excellent time, man. So, what do we got? TVP cross spawn. It's time for a very, very risky Nexus first here from Snow. I feel like it's a big map. It's Attitude. It looks like Fighting Spirit when you can't see anything else, but look at this giant open area, man. We've got 4 Bengalas who are stuck here forever, for all eternity. We've got some weird walling off here. We have a minerals-only expansion at the corners, which I do not like. We have a much easier third to take here that you can wall off. We've got an expansion here as well with high ground with narrow ramps. So yeah, expanding to the minerals I think is just not a good idea on this map. You can take a third base. You can take a natural base, obviously. Third base is very, very easy to take here on Attitude. Really wide open as well. That's good for surrounds by Protoss. We'll see. We'll see if Snow does that. So, barracks coming up here. Not anywhere either. What's the play going to be, folks? We're going to throw up ye old racks. We're going to throw up a gate. We're going to get some gas. Both players getting gas? Absolutely, of course they are. Why not, man? Woo! All right, this is good stuff. Good stuff. Before we get going, I just want to do a quick shout out to Ultra SCBW. He is a YouTube follower of mine and a Twitch subscriber of mine. And he is just keeping me alive with some major, major stuff, dude. Major donations. So, appreciate his support at PayPal, falconpaladin@gmail.com. Also, Venmo's available at Falcon Paladin. As things are tight right now, I know for me and for a lot of people. So, appreciate the people out there doing right, doing good by everyone, and Ultra is one of those dudes. So, thanks again. And he's got some stuff going on, some stuff brewing. I'm not going to say anything else, but just keep that in mind. He's working on stuff too. People are working on things out there. Cybercore, Factory, very respectful openings. I appreciate it from both these dudes. No expansion before Cybercore, which is kind of crazy, but Nexus first happens. And no expansion before Factory, which again also happens, but Rush is planning on getting out there and getting in there, if you know what I mean. So now my question is range coming in for Dragoons before expansion? No, Snow says, definitely not. Not even close. Check us out, check us out. We've got, what else do we have on tap here? Marines, cool. We're making a Zealot? No, but we're making a Dragoon. Probe Scouting, SCV Scouting. They shall not cross paths, at least not anytime soon. No Protoss down here, nuts. No Terran up here, also double nuts. Somebody said that, and it's stuck in my head ever since, man. Nuts and double nuts. Why? What's that from? A cartoon, maybe? It's fun as you get older and your brain becomes just a mishmash of all the stuff you've ever seen and heard in your entire life, and there's decades worth of it. And your brain every once in a while just rifles through the file folder cabinet in your brain and is like, this. And you're like, yeah, nuts and double nuts, of course. Do we have a reference point to where that came from? No. All right, cool. So, Vulture out. No scout for you. SCV gets a full scout off. Cool. Sees the robo. Neat. Sees the expansion. Also fine. Also fine. So, let's see how Snow does here, right? I was like, you know, I remember Snow getting knocked out in ASL by Zerg players quite a bit, but he does really well against Terran. And then somebody reminded me in ASL 19 he got knocked out by Light and kind of looked bad doing it. So, my memory. Again, I'll remember stuff I can't reference, but also I'll forget stuff from just last year. Great. Spider Mines, no real surprise. That's the first upgrade at the machine shop. Range upgrade. Yes, fine. A little bit later than usual, but not worried about it. Not worried about it at all. So, you guys seen Project Hail Mary yet? Look, I'm not being paid by Project Hail Mary. They don't need me to sponsor them. They've made like $400 million at the box office. They're doing fine. I'm just saying, go see it. It's one of my favorite movies of the last like 3 years. It is so good. It's funny. It's heartfelt. It's emotional. It's exciting. It's science. It respects science in a way that I don't know that a lot of movies do these days. It's Andy Weir, right? Andy Weir is the author of both The Martian and Project Hail Mary. And he loves him some science. He introduces it. He includes it in his books. And he tries to get it right? He talks to experts in the field. Sometimes he talks to Reddit about science and whether he's doing things right, too, which is maybe a little bit more dangerous. But he has several sources. Oh, look who's getting the third base at the Minerals. Anyway, check out Project Hail Mary. If you like The Martian, you'll like Project Hail Mary. Now, what do we got, sir? Third base, neat, at the Minerals. And spider mining potential third bases. Here for Snow. Reaver Tech. Ooh, hiding that at the front door. I love that from Snow. Speed upgrade for shuttles. A really big priority here, too. I appreciate that. Speed shuttle Reaver stuff from Snow is abjectly terrifying. There's a list of things in my brain of things I would not want to happen to me in a game of StarCraft. One is Flash, double proxy racks, bunker rushing me, right? Number 2 is Snow, Reaver dropping me. That's it. Number 2 on the list. It is so terrifying. So what do we got? Siege mode coming in. We've got an engineering bay for turrets. Never, ever, ever going to be a +1 attack today for the Marines or the Firebats. Or, you know, the ghosts, which aren't going to exist in this game either. So here's a question. Can you actually get this across the map without getting scouted? No. The Vulture's like, I see you. And he's like, oh, no, there's not a shuttle on the map. What? Rush, it's a PvT, Rush says. He knows the statistics of PvT are it's going to be some kind of Reaver pressure at some point in this game, especially in the first 10 minutes. So you know what? Thumbs up to you. It's coming. I'm ready for it. Don't even worry about it, Snow. Don't even be worried. So look at this, man. Third base, close to home. This is really interesting by Rush, out expanding the Protoss pretty ably here. I haven't seen this kind of a strategy in a while. I like what Rush is doing. Big fan. So what do we got? Reaver shenanigans? Heck yeah. Speedy Reaver shenanigans? Also heck yeah. Unloading in the natural base, getting right in these. Bam! Right through the mineral patch. There was a gap there. That sucks. And Tank almost dead, but not dead yet. Shoot him. Ah, save the Dragoon. Kill his enemies. Kill the SCVs that aren't running for some reason. There we go. Now they're running. Now they might survive. Oh, definitely now. Yeah, harmless explosion there. Reaver shot again. Marines dead. Yep, that's the last of the Marines we're going to see in this game. Oh my gosh, back into the nat. Dude, Snow. Snow, you're unfair. You know that, right? He's juking. He's juking. He's like, oh, that stacked up SCV count is really tempting. But doesn't want to take too many shots and is going to play it safe. Yeah, unloading outside the natural base while it gets a fourth base. Down the left side here, too. Every turret is probably one you want to reproduce, isn't it, Rush? Maybe it is. Maybe it be, lads. And there's the fourth. And there's the Dragoons. And there's the Spider Mine. So, Reavers, Carriers, just making shuttles. We already have the speed for shuttles. So I think he's probably just going to go Gateway Man with shuttle support here. But he sees this and says, wait a second. You got a third base before I did? No. And Tank sniped. Beautifully done. Stutter step back, stutter step back, stutter step back. There's another tank there and another tank there. Never good. Always the worst. Multiple tanks against Reavers, the enemies thereof. Another gateway. Man, I thought for sure that might have been a Citadel, perhaps. Maybe a little bit of Speed Zealots. Maybe a little bit of Psy Storm. Maybe a little bit of Arbiter Tribunal down the road. Who knows? Who knows? Not me. Whew, 5 factories at a time. But hey, that's what you can do when you're on 3 bases and 60 workers at 9.5 minutes. You ever been at 3 bases and 60 workers at 9.5 minutes? Terran fans that play StarCraft? Have you? No? Okay, well, that's what I thought. So, gates. Just looking for further tech. This is a lot of gates. Okay. Yeah, this is Gateway Man, if ever we hath seen Gateway Man with our own eyes. So yeah, spider mines, hardwalling with supply depots towards the 3rd. Siege tanks covering this. There's a scan looking for carriers. Not going to find it. Way too many gateways in production to at all be able to afford carriers. Look at this. Look at this. Not even possible. Expanding 12 o'clock, though. Not that you can't get carriers later, because having 4 to 5 gas really opens that door for you. You can get there fast, although a good Terran will scout it and scan it and kill you. Citadel now coming in. Another scan. Oh, just out here this time? Maybe up here. I don't know what that scan was. Weird. Zealot legs. 10:30. So we're just setting up for the macro game of macro games here, right? Obviously. Like, oh, good call, Falcon. A 5th base is on the way from Snow. Derp. Yeah. All right, Peanut Gallery. You don't have to say it. I hear it in my head anyway. Hoot. Supply depot wall. No, you were supposed to keep the enemy out, not be targets. Well, okay. Actually, they were intended to be targets. Vultures on the run out. Where are we heading, boys? To a place where there are cannons already? Of course. But 1 cannon doesn't seem like it's enough. Quick, kill some probes. Get them under 60 workers, men. We are strong, and he does. He gets them under 60 workers, but only 2. 58. The unsiege sounds like a move out to me. Vehicle weapons level 1 is done. 3 base, 11.5 minute, extremely terrifying push out. This is scary, man. 160 to 140 supply. Yes, Snow is up, but Rush is closer than you want him to be. Here at 12 minutes. Sieged up. And that's a win for Snow. What'd you do? You forced the Terran to siege up here instead of at your 3rd or 4th base. That's what you did. Who's the best in the world at using Reavers to slow down mech pushes? That's right, Snow is. You forget about Snow? Of course not. This is a lot of stuff, though. Rush getting away with that early 3rd is just such a problem. Snow is kicking himself for that. Oh, why didn't I at least pressure with Dragoons a little bit? But he chose not to go for goon range, and it's hurting him right now. Yep, forcing another siege. Again, every siege is a win. Not saying you're going to keep your base alive, but slowing it down. Reaver on the high ground. And scanned and sniped. One of the Reavers dies. One Reaver doing his best without his best buddy. Oh, that Forge is working on a plus two attack upgrade. Indeed it is. Not as big of a deal. It just got started. He can replace that somewhere else. Counter-attacking Protoss. Alert. Alert. Counter-attacking Protoss. Also, Zealots are coming in. Also, we didn't... Vultures. Yeah, got that cannon. That's big. Into the 3rd base we go. Couple tanks here. Not that many. Trying to unload and size storm from the other side of the wall. Beautiful storming. Lot of Zealots into the 3rd, man. We've got Vultures trying to clear these Zealots out. The Psy Storms are so good, though. SCV is retreating from the position. They're lucky they didn't get stormed. They're saying their thanks right now. And the 3rd base is going to get sniped. Absolutely insane counterattack by Snow. Bam, got it. Can he escape with some of these Dragoons? Yeah, somehow. But only because he's a wizard of some kind. High Templar has 4 kills. And he's dead forever. Tragically, getting a new 3rd base down at 6 o'clock to transfer the SCVs to. Rush doing well, but Snow is taking a top right base of his own. He held on to the 3 o'clock. He's taking top right 1 o'clock. And this is just dicey stuff all of a sudden from Rush. He's down 25 supply, if not more than that. Psy Storm, yes. Vulture, yes. Continuing to push up, continuing to fight up here. This needs to be a big attack from Rush. This needs to get a lot done, and he's doing pretty well. He's killing a lot of Zealots. A lot of Dragoons are dying too. Shuttle is not empty. Where's your storm? There it is. There's the 2nd storm, as important. But Archon on the field, that is a hope against hope for Snow. But his production capabilities are massive. He should be able to get a defender's advantage here. Where are the reinforcements from Rush? Are they coming to join this party? I'm not sure that they are at all. Vultures on top of the Zealots, taking the hits. Otherwise, the tanks would there. Another great storm, and another tank dies. This attack gets stalled hardcore. Couple tanks reinforce. It's nice. Oh my gosh, Robotic Bay dying. Robotics Bay dying. Good snipe on a High Templar there. Good snipe on another High Templar. Spider Mine's getting laid. This is what's been missing from this push for a minute. Every Spider Mine dies, though. Wow. One big explosion there, and just the control here by Snow is absolutely ridiculous stuff. Ridiculous stuff. Bam. Reaver shot. Uh-huh. Getting shots off on the Robotic Support Bay. Can he kill it? No. Definitely not. He's going to take the shields off it and take some HP. There's a little bit of more reinforcement coming up here, but that tank's dead. This tank is also dead. Storm kind of helping to kill those Zealots a little bit dicey if you're a Terran player, and is going to fall back. I keep thinking this is like a forward position, and Spider Mine, so it's kind of a forward position, but not really. So again, Snow gets attacked, does not lose a base, does kill a base. All right. Getting replanted by Rush, fine and everything, but +1/+1 on the mech. Protoss is sitting here at a 2-0-0. This Forge is finished +2. Now it's working on +3. That Forge is so proud of itself. Holy smokes. Zealots heading down again to see what's what. And the answer is nothing. But that's good that there's nothing, to be clear. Look at how brave these Zealots are. Oh, they tried to save the probe. Oh, they tried to save all of these probes. Hold on a second. Probe snipe, probe snipe, probe snipe, probe snipe. I mean, escorting... Alright, Templar dies. 2 escorting probes with Zealots. Not exactly what we're looking for, man. Zealots into the 6 o'clock base 4th. Reaver support here too. Double Reaver support. My apologies. Worker count is 60 to 55, even with those probes dead. And getting some Reaver shots into that mineral line would be a dream come true from Snow, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to do it with those tank positions. No siree, Bob. Not even close. Can he maybe? Can he maybe? And he's like, there's Goliath with Charon Boost. Let's not do that. Let's not do it at all. So this should be more saturated than it is. But Snow recognizes that. He's going to call him at 8. He's making DTs. Still +1/+1 on this mech. Rush! Where are your upgrades? I think he planned on a 2-base, 3-base all-in attack, right? With everything he had, with all the factories he made, with the 1-1, and then he's like, wait, I didn't win? Quick, expand, quick, make more stuff, but don't get upgrades, I guess. That wasn't part of the initial plan. I think Snow's about 1 base from winning this game. Looking at it, maybe that base shouldn't be too hard to take. Maybe this base. Oh, this one. Okay, cool. Yep, that's the one. It has been decided. More scanning. Definitely no carriers. Snow, that would leave an opening for him to die, actually. I think it'd be a stupid move for him to make carriers at this point. He's got a massive advantage. He's got a massive bank advantage here. Yes, more of these probes are going to die at this position. Very sad. But he's okay. Charging down, trying to get into this ramp, but there's high ground siege tanks and reinforcements coming from the natural. That's never good either. And I don't like this attack very much. Unless these tanks all die, in which case maybe it'll be fine. Good storms. It's Snow, right? You ever clicked on a Snow game and been like, I bet the storms are going to be disappointing from Snow today? No? Okay, High Templar wanders in. Energy, energy, energy. 2, 3. No! 73. And dead. Base alive. 55 to 59 workers. Protoss expanding this way. Oh, it gets scanned out. We saw the sparkly blue dots on that one, didn't we? So, do you want to send stuff over there and kill it is the question. Probably. That sounds like a fine idea. Scanning main, just in case it's carriers. It's not. And again, I think it would be a bad move from Snow to try to go to carriers right here. It'd leave you vulnerable. You're already up 20-30 supply. You're doing fine. You've got most of the map. Terran's on 4 bases, which sucks, but it's not nearly as bad as it could be. And I think his upgrades are bad too. Continue to be bad too. Boom, 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 boom. So +3 attack done for the Protoss, working on an armor upgrade, because what else do you want to do right now? I cannot believe Rush is sitting at 1-1 like this. I'm looking at him. He's got 55 SCVs. He's got a ton of production, ton of money, and he's just like, upgrades are for wusses. So walks right up this ramp, storms a couple tanks. They were split apart. Actually split apart enough, I think, to maybe not take storms from the same storm anyway. Oh, Spider-Man connection again. Okay, Rush defending. This is a crazy good PVT. Thanks, RJB, for the replay. Oh, remember when I said 4 bases? 5 bases. Okay, map split. Split not in half. This might be the last base that Rush is going to be able to take today. 187 to 146 supply. Coming in. Trying to clear some tanks. If we can kill a base too, that's fine, but unnecessary, as it turns out. Reaver trying to unload in this mix. Ah, dies. Doesn't even get a hit off. Reavers, sometimes they don't even listen to snow. All right, Terran's fairly entrenched here. It's a good map for entrenchment. Yeah? We talked about it. High ground, narrow ramp positions. I feel like Arbiters would be nice here. You could recall on these bases. You could stasis with Arbiters. Not really saving the money to do it, but he's maxed out. He's 50 supply up on Rush. Yeah, I mean, this is, we can thin out the army, storm a couple tanks, and then get out of there, I guess. Just stand in, force them to respond to this. Just continue to send and send and send. Minimap says we're sending and sending forever here. Tanks exploding by the dozens. And I just think Snow has this. Yeah, 189 to 111 supply. Both players are broke, but one army is here at the Terran base, and there's nothing on the other side of the map at all. And the third base is in trouble, and the natural base is in trouble, and there's just nothing bothering Snow at all. It's 73 probes and 3/4 of the map, and I think Rush might just GG out here, man. These tanks trying to fight against 3-1 Dragoons while 1-1 upgrades rain. Rush, what are we even doing here today, man? How would you not get upgrades? +2 is so good. +3 is better. +3 is so much better. And yeah, that's it. Rush GG's. All right. Well, that was pretty fun, right? That's what we're on about. I'm just looking at a pretty fantastic PVZ there from Snow. PVT there from Snow. And I really, really feel like Rush is planning on a 3-base, like 10 factory, 1-1, kill the Protoss Rush. And Snow said, How about no? How about I save this? How about I save this? How about you don't kill any of my bases or any of my tech structures or any of my production? You go home with your tail between your legs. I kill your third to slow you down, and then you're dead from there. How's that? How's that, Rush? Man, Snow's PVT is so good. He didn't need Arbiters. He didn't need carriers, which I said, but he didn't need Arbiters either. He didn't need to kill these bases. He just needed to have more bases. Then Rush did. Pressure him at the front. Pressure him here. Keep him guessing. And then snipe him down at the end of the day. That's a good game from Snow. Couldn't ask for more from this guy, yeah? No, couldn't. 167,000 points to 194. Snow gets the win there, outproducing the Protoss, getting outkilled by the Protoss Rush today. Fairly similar numbers. 15 to 1 buildings raised. Wow, that's a big number from Snow. And the outspend by Snow, pretty massive there too. You can do the math. I don't want to do it. So that's a GG. And that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Yeah.